Hello viewers, it's your physics teacher. My name is Valency Mbata, a student at Aga Khan University pursuing Master in Education Science. Today we are going to learn about friction, but before that we have to go through the lesson objective. I expect after the lesson, every one of you to be aware of the concept of friction, but also you need to know the causes of friction. You need to be able to identify types of friction, and lastly, I expect you to be able to apply this concept in your daily life. To begin with, we need to know what is a friction. As you can see, we have these hands here rubbing one another, and there are two blocks here. One is up and another is downward, and there is these two red arrows, as you can see. The one that is pushing to the right, we call it applied force, and there is another which is pushing this direction. It is called opposing friction, and there is the direction of motion where the pushing force or applied force is pushing. Now, from there we can define what is friction. We are saying friction, this is the force that exists between two surfaces which are in contact, as we have seen in a previous slide. Also, this force must act in opposite direction to the applied force. That is the meaning of friction. Now here comes the causes of friction. What causes friction? Have a look at this picture. Have a look at another. Have a look also at this picture. And this last one. Now you can try to think what causes friction. Then we are going, it is a continuation now from what we have seen. Here are some of the suggested causes. The first one, we are speaking of irregularities in the surface smoothness may cause the friction. In explanation, we are saying that the surface which is not smooth has a more opposition to motion than the smooth one. That means to the surface which is not smooth, there is more friction than the surface which is not smooth. Now, we have to look at the types of friction. Now, we have different types, but today we are going through 4 types. The first one, it is static friction. And this is caused by interlocking of the irregularities, as you can see to this picture here. Another, it is a sliding friction. This picture you saw in the previous slides, these guys are sliding on a very smooth surface. So this kind of friction, which acts here, we call it sliding friction. We continue. I've said there are 4. Now have a look here. And this ball is going down the inclined plane. Yeah, now that is balls rolling down that surface. From there, we have a type of friction called rolling friction. And if you look at this picture, you can see there's some water flowing. Now, the kind of friction that is obtained in a flowing liquids, this is called frictional. Sorry, it is called fluid friction. Now, this is the best part of our lesson. Is it important to learn friction? Or can friction help us? Now you can see friction is very important. Firstly, it helps walking, as you can see the guard. Another also, friction. Through friction, we can stop moving vehicles, and we can even start. Without friction, these 2 events are impossible. There are many importance, but today let's go through these 2. Finally, I have prepared a good test. It's a task, in fact. I want you to help yourself visualize this concept we have gone through. Using your own words, explain what is friction, as we have gone through, but also mention 2 sources of friction, and also how can you apply friction in your daily life. This is very important. Thank you for listening, and I expect you'll aim for this task. It's your teacher, Valency Mbata. Thank you for having me. Expect you to see you next time. Thank you.